Yeah. So,
I accidentally just, ripped him out of cutscene. So,
well, it technically wasn't
about
cutscene.
that.
She was like talking to me about like her mother and everything. It was some deep lore, but that's okay. Uh,
Oh, okay.
um, hello everyone. My name is Oteno, and that is Neagle9 over there. And
Hello.
today we are finishing up the truth quest for Neagle9, and then we're also going to be
Please,
getting him
kindly.
bad juju. We are on the last two steps, it seems, for the truth quest. So without further ado, lead the way.
All right, so I off camera finished the map fragment where we were doing all those nightfalls and stuff because that was a little bit of annoying. So yeah, got that out of the way. Did that yesterday, and now all that I have left to do is get this last fragment, and it's not very like specific what we have to do here, but apparently according to the boy that's sitting over there, we have to do an ascendant chest, which apparently is something different from the ascendant challenge. I'm still confused about that.
Yeah, legit. All you gotta do. So I'm reading it in the guide. All you gotta do: loot an ascendant chest in the Dreaming City. Do this a step immediately after completing the ascendant challenge to save yourself tincture foil. But we don't have to do that. We can just pop a tincture. You can find a chest in the Bay of Drowned Witches, which is located right behind the landing zone.
Okay. Done and done. We're heading to the. Wait, I might have accidentally hit Tangled Shore.
Okay, that
They're right next to each other.
that's easy to confuse.
We
Yeah,
can we can just walk over there, right? We can
yeah,
just walk over
yeah.
to the tank to the
We can just
to
walk
to
over to the Dreaming City. No
yeah.
problem. No
Towers in the
problem.
distance. We can walk there.
Easy.
Yeah,
Easy.
we did the mission where we actually had to go there on foot.
Yeah, you can absolutely do that as I shake my head no in my camera. You can do that.
Yeah,
You might want to turn in your third map piece though that you completed
already
because
did.
remember you have an objective to do.
Already did.
What does it say to do?
It says the same thing it's been saying.
Which is, do you have to kill 100 hive in the Tangled Shore yet?
Okay, map piece is decoded. 3 out of 4. And then it does the riddle, and then it's the same thing as it's been doing. Like, yeah,
So it's still the
nothing
riddle?
has changed.
Nothing has changed. Okay, so that means we just gotta do the last chase. Okay, are you
Yeah,
ready?
for all of these parts, the same mission marker has not changed at all.
Cool.
Every single part of this has been like a separate like bounty quest.
Wait, so you didn't have to decode the third map piece? Oh, you already did that. While you were okay. You already decoded the third, and that's how you. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
What?
No, don't. Listen. It's okay. I'm here now.
What?
It's not your fault.
What? I don't know what's going on anymore.
Listen to me. It's not your fault, okay?
Enough of you.
Listen, life is hard, okay? And like,
Life is like a box of chocolates.
is it?
Don't you know what you're gonna get?
Are you sure?
Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
You know, the movie that you probably have not watched.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Yeah.
But seriously, like, have you actually seen Forrest Gump?
Listen, I haven't seen a lot of movies, okay?
All right, well, that's on your checklist.
Apparently.
It's it's kind of culturally important, I think.
Yeah, because there's a lot of references to it,
Yes.
including Monty Python as well.
Well, I made you watch that one.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, I landed.
Become Ascendant. Step 1.
All right, this is my penultimate tincture of Queen's Foil. I have no idea what I just said.
Cool.
I know all the words separately and their
Okay.
own meaning, but
Step 2.
man.
Step 2. Enter Bay of Jarn Wishes.
Okay. You're smacking into all the walls.
Don't look at me.
You're in front of me.
Stop. It's like I have to see you because you're in front of me, idiot. Well, listen.
Fool, you fool.
Fool, you fool. Okay. We're looking for a rock with
And
a
a hard
tree.
place.
No. After we're not getting shot by everything in the video game, what we're gonna do is, oh, there's another thing that's shooting us. Hold on.
Uh-huh. I will get the things that are gonna explode.
Okay.
Still not done.
Still not done. I let that one explode on accident. Oh no, why is there so many?
Because they just keep coming.
They do.
I don't stop coming. I don't stop coming.
Apparently not.
Alright, I got this. I'm gonna punch them.
You do that too.
They have shields.
Do they?
Yes, they do.
That's actually unfortunate. Huh. I'm looking. Is that the chest up there?
Oh, they're spawning behind us now. Great. Holy mother of death!
Alright, I'm gonna be real with you.
Yeah?
I think this place lied to us.
Well, I'm currently dealing with all the ads, so you can keep exploring. So.
I will do just that. Oh. Nope. Okay,
What?
come over here. Come over here, quick. Come over here. Come to my neck.
I cannot summon my bike, so you're gonna have to wait till I
You're-
waddle over there.
Run.
I said waddle. Waddle-dee,
You see
waddle-doo.
this?
Yeah, it finally appeared.
Claim it. For your own.
Woo! It was yellow inside.
Yes.
Aye.
Oh, I found all this in the chest. Yes!
Congratulations. Okay, to decode this map piece, defeat Hive on Tangled Shore. Defeating challenging Hive grants the most efficient progress.
Funny, we were just there.
Yeah, we were just literally just there.
Huh.
Alright.
Well, that was easy. Take us in, coach. Do what you gotta do. And then I'll read on what we gotta do next.
Okay, launching. So, read away.
Okay. Destiny 2 Truth Strike artifact locations. Now that you have the map put together, it's time for a custom strike. Well, technically, it's the normal Warden of Nothing strike in a Tangled Shore, but you need to activate 5 exotic artifacts as you play through it. This will spawn platforms at the end of the strike. There are more than 5 artifacts in the strike, and you only need to activate 5 between your fire team. So we'll highlight the easiest 5 here. You can find other examples in this video from 360 Game TV. Artifact 1. On a crate past the first group of Vex. 2. On top of the leftmost rail line in the third train section. 3. Under the tracks of the third train section. 4. Along the left wall of the Minotaur boss room. 5. In the back corner of the Minotaur boss room. Now you just need to beat the strike as normal. Activate another tincture of Queen's Foil. Do you have another tincture of Queen's Foil?
I have one last one.
Okay, then we will be using that at the end. Activate another tincture of Queen's Foil and jump down the platforms behind the boss arena. You'll find truth in a chest at the end of the platforms.
You had fun with that accent there?
I did. That was a fun time.
You're trying to like emulate someone specifically, or
Oh
what
no,
was the game there?
that just came to me.
Oh, okay.
I was feeling it.
That was very Eastern European.
It sounded like it, yeah. Oh, you have to kill Hive.
Yep, that's why I'm over by the Jetsam.
Yeah. That would make a lot more sense.
Mm-hmm.
Don't ask where I'm at. Definitely not here.
Okay, I won't.
You're like, okay, fine, jeez. Yes, stand in my grenade, you idiots.
Idiota.
You idiots.
Man, oh man, the walk ain't worth it.
I'll have you know I was the top of my class and blah 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 blah.
What?
You know that I have you know meme?
No.
Just the long rant. I'll have you know I was in the top of my class and blah 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 blah.
Oh, the copy paste stuff?
Yeah, the copy pasta.
Whatever. Yeah. Yeah, that thing.
Yay. You good? You having fun? You doing it? You getting it?
I'm punching things.
Yeah, you getting it. Oh, I need to be picking up your laurels. Wait a minute. Why am I not there with you?
Because
I need to be
you
mooching off of you.
decided to go off on your own.
You're right. I was wrong
An
to do so.
unwise decision.
Indeed. That is not optimal.
I one-shot a wizard with my punch.
Oh my.
I love it.
I'm surprised you're not using Liar's Handshake.
I have it in my inventory.
That's not what I was asking you.
Indeed.
You're like, yeah!
I have that thing. That's the thing I possess, yes.
I have it. It's like... I'm proud of you, but... Give me your laurels, nerd. It has to be Hive.
I know. I'm just clearing out the field. That's all
Oh,
I'm doing.
okay.
Also, the hive didn't spawn fast enough.
That's fair. You know, how come you're not dropping any laurels? Are you wearing the thing?
Hmm? Yeah. You just weren't in the area, so they despawned.
Well, I'm here with you, though. Oh, now it's dropping laurels. Interesting.
Where's that big boy?
The biggin.
What? Oh, there it is.
Oh, look, there's a wizard.
Yeah, I see it.
Thank you.
Boom.
Oh, that man's disappeared fast for me. Oh, yeah, you're not always dropping laurels. Oh, it has to be abilities. That's right.
Yep, so I have to dodge first.
Yeah.
I forgot. Because my combination blows doesn't technically count as an ability.
Ah, it has to be the art.
Even though I have, like, ×3 for 15 seconds.
Yeah, it has to be the art damage.
Yup. It has to be actually the healing fist.
Yeah. Also,
I thought you were an enemy at first.
I might be.
Oh. It was too far away.
You'll never know. Flag, by the way?
Yep, don't care.
But 12 seconds. And more Hive.
I have all the stuff I need.
Yeah, you mollywalked him.
Mm-hmm. That wasn't even the healing fist.
See? OP. Hunters, best class in the game. Can't mind.
It looks like Titan Banner.
Best class in the game.
Hey, we're just trying not to become the next Hunter Vanguard.
Literally. Like, I'm pretty sure if you walk into the towers, well, it'd be like, hey, you're the next Hunter Vanguard, congratulations. And the Hunters are just like, no! But they're just like, no, stop, I don't want to do that. I like being free. I that one's giving you a hard time, ain't it?
Yeah, I didn't have my combinations flows up.
Uh,
Normally I can one-shot them with my regular,
yeah.
if I have ×3 on.
Right. Need to be tracking this.
Alright, how many do I need? Come on. Load fat. Nah, it's not gonna load like that. Alright, I'm 48 out of 50. I'm almost halfway there.
Sick. Oh, it's 50 and not 100?
No, it's 100.
Oh. Oh, almost halfway. Got you.
Yeah, I'm almost halfway there.
Sick. Welcome.
I decided to join this because it's Hive.
Yeah. I hate you.
What?
I hate. And we're making a heroic, right?
Yeah.
Hold on, I'll just... Oh. There it goes. Heroic, yay! And now I let you get all the kills.
Give me the things.
Oh yes, all in the heroes. Uh-oh. Hi.
Oh, that was a night. Woo! Tough ones.
Yeah, that's kind of ogre brain. There we go.
Ouch.
Oh, he's got heir apparent.
Cool. My audio's cutting in and out because of how many things we're killing.
Nice.
Yeah, it's great.
That's when you know the gun's well optimized. Excuse me while I pick up your laurels.
That one exploded.
I see. Hey, we did it.
Yay.
Well, look at us. We're really good at this game.
Oh, there's more enemies.
More enemies. Yes, tasty laurels. Yes, give them to me.
I have no idea what my progress is right now.
It's okay. You need to get the 100.
Okay, there are just too many of them. I'm getting rid of some.
Yeah, I'll put in some work too. Oh, there's a guy right here.
Oh, hey.
Oh, I accidentally killed him. I was trying to, like, weaken him, you know? And,
Have you forgotten what you're holding?
the strongest energy hand cannon in the game right now? Yeah. With opening shot? Yeah. I almost forgot. Almost.
No, you did forget.
Apparently.
Yeah, that thing's a monster.
Literally.
Oof. Carry on.
I just see you roll by. Uh-huh. Go on about your business. fudge. Die. You're giving me such a hard time. Oh my god.
Where are these enemies?
I don't know. But, they're giving me a hard time. I'll tell you that much. That was a lot of enemies. Why are there so many Scorn?
Must be an event.
Sure, why not? Sounds good to me.
Sure, why not? Oh, did you ever find the other keyboard?
No.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah. But, I also found out how to turn the light on the keyboard again. So yeah, excitement.
What? You hit a button, I'm assuming?
Yeah, I was looking at the icons, and I was like, oh, that looks like a settings option. So I clicked it, and it turns out it was the sun, because brightness, and, the light's back on.
Awesome. So yeah, you can actually see what you're doing.
Yay! Specifically when I play at night, which is the main thing.
Which is mostly what we do.
Yes. That's part of my job description. I play video games at night. To millions and millions.
Ah! I have it completed.
I mean hundreds. Oh, candy from a baby.
You've successfully decoded and reassembled the map, revealing additional instructions clearly intended for someone else. However, that someone else has apparently fallen, and in your mind, that makes this whole thing fair game. That rocket launcher is so close so you can almost taste it. Metal, soot, finders keepers style thievery, delicious. Complete the Warden of Nothing strike while Ascendant, and find a final hidden Ascendant chest. Alright.
Okay. Are you ready?
So, specifically, we have to do Warden of Nothing.
Yes, the strike.
Okay, it's not going to be like a special version of the strike?
I don't know, when you look on the map, if you see, like, a special version of it, then I guess so. But, I don't think so, but look for one just in case.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, be ready with that cheat sheet.
Oh, I have it.
Warden of Nothing. Okay, well.
Do you see a special version of it? Do you see like a Blue Quest version of it?
Yeah, it's just a regular Prison of Elders Warden of Nothing strike.
Okay, let's do it then. We will be taking this one slow.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
Now, I'm curious if you... No, you don't have to be Ascendant yet. Okay, you only have to be Ascendant for the ending. So don't pop your tincture right when you get in.
You tell me when.
I will let you know when. I will let you know when.
Because I only got the... Hey, I actually have two now. Huh.
Hey.
I don't know where I got that other one from.
Maybe when you, open up the chest. I gave you another. Anywho.
Don't know.
Either way, this works.
Yeah.
I will guide you to the best
as
of my ability.
As soon as we finish matchmaking.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Oh, okay, we finally loaded.
Yeah, look at that.
I was about to say, it's like we're gonna be stuck in this forever, aren't we?
We probably are.
So,
Yes.
I suppose after we do this, you can talk about all the patch notes
Oh yeah,
that we haven't
yeah.
talked about.
Yeah, we're gonna be talking about that. That'll be the interlude. While you check and make sure that you have all the purple doggies ready.
Mm-hmm.
I will have that up and ready. That way we can talk about what they talked about for the evolving seasons and the bounties, and all that fun and excitement.
Yes.
Yeah. Let me scroll up. Okay, I have it.
Man, the loading times are kind of weird today.
They've always been kind of
Alright, it's
strange.
just the two of us.
Well, that makes things a lot easier.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's go.
Escaped inmates are going to town on the reef. We're gonna deal with it at the source.
Wow, he's skipping.
Who, me?
Nope.
What
The
you mean?
dialogue.
Oh.
Alright, so where exactly will these things be? Have we
Uh,
passed them already?
on a crate past the first group of X. This is the first group of X.
Okay.
Well, yeah, this technically would be the first group of X.
Welcome. Press your wall.
I thought Barracks took off.
That's the warden's servitor that went insane soon as Barracks left the building. Must have some codependency
Okay.
issues. It's running
Okay.
the whole facility on a subroutine it calls
This, right?
Elders.
No.
Well, I see it right here.
Oh
You're
yeah,
right.
that's it. That's the one. That's it.
Alright, it's been interacted with.
Cool. Okay. 2 on top of the leftmost rail line in the third train section. This is the first train
Okay.
section.
Yep.
This prisoner station. The cell blocks are up ahead. I tried to shut down the rail system to get us a clear path out. The warden's servitor cut me off. Watch for oncoming transports.
Incoming.
So tell me, you ever had eel?
No.
You should. It's
Yeah?
good stuff, man.
Seems like it. Push me around. Oh,
Nope.
I was hoping it would. Okay, we're about to approach the third.
Don't worry, I'll punch him. Eh.
You did.
Eh.
Hey. Okay. It is here on the
Alright, I
left.
got this.
Alright, again.
I got hit the second the words left the mouth.
Okay, so since it's on the left, we want to be up.
Left side. Wrong side.
Yeah, we want to be up,
Okay. So just go along the rails?
essentially.
Okay, until I see
Oh,
something
you
interesting.
passed it. It's back here.
Alright.
Oh, I can pick it up for you.
An ascendant platform has appeared.
Well, we've only collected 2, so I don't know how that would be possible.
What's the next one?
The next one is under the tracks of third rail section. So down here.
Okay. Give me a second while I actually get over there.
Right here. You're above me.
Yeah, no, I need to wait till the trains, you know, pass.
Okay.
Oh god, oh god!
Yeah, come on.
I...
Okay. Uh-oh. I got baited.
Perfect. Watch it. Okay. Want to try that again?
I'm good at this.
There's a second one!
The second one! Oh, we had someone join us.
Interesting.
I'm just gonna hop on the rails then. Well, because like the next part is in the Minotaur room. With the huge Minotaur.
What the? I just yeeted that dude.
Yeah, you did. Oh my god.
This here is a Vex cell block.
Alright. Minotaur.
Traveling robots would form gangs.
Hey Taser, how you doing?
There are Vex here
Oh,
with multiple
there's one here.
subtypes, slaves to
Interesting.
a single mind.
They didn't talk about this one. Interesting. Okay, so that's, what, 4?
Yes. I'm bad at math, so yes.
We picked up the one in the beginning. Picked up the one on top of the thing. We picked up the third one. Yeah, so that was the 4th one. I mean,
So, we done?
no,
Or
no,
one more?
we need one more, which would be in this room somewhere.
Okay.
It would be along the left wall of the Minotaur boss room.
Interesting.
So
that's over here,
it's
then.
near you, essentially.
Yeah, I found it.
Found it?
Found
Cool.
it. We're good.
Okay, that's 5. We're good. We just need to complete the rest of the strike as one on.
Awesome.
In
Since I
case
have two, I'm gonna pop one right now.
in case you wanted to, you don't have to though.
Already doing it.
Okay. I'll pop one with you since I gotta be able to guide you.
What happened to you?
I thought I could thread the needle.
Apparently not.
I tried to Nova Bomb, thinking
Yeah,
I would
that
be like be able to send it that way, you know, ahead of us, but that didn't work. So if you want to take a guess on what happened next, I will happily tell you.
You managed to do it and killed all the things.
You know, I wish it was that cool,
Important
but
target,
alas,
Guardian.
just what's not.
Or BQ.
If you really wanted to be sure, our 5th one, without picking up the other one, would have been in the back right corner of the Minotaur boss room.
Smacked him one good and just make
Back
sure.
right, so like over here or something.
I don't see nothing.
Or maybe back here.
Nope, I got nothing.
Well, you know what? We have 5 anyway. You don't have to worry. And before we actually missed one somehow.
Please no.
All one.
I mean, that just means that we would just have to do another strike. Bye, guys.
There were
Wait, what?
no Legion in here? Good. I hope they stewed.
They started the war, but they lost everything.
But they lost everything. You may have started the war, but at what cost? Uh-huh.
Ow.
Oh, Thunderlord.
Whoa!
Whee! Look at all the girls.
Look at all those chickens.
Look at all them chickens. My team.
No! Don't turn off the beam, don't turn off the beam, don't turn off. They turned off the beam.
Yeah, I don't know why they did that. At least getting teleported in isn't as disorienting as Halo is. That mess is funny.
It's great.
Oh, I am. Ooh.
I think
I'm
you're dead.
feeling it. No. I could have been. But I am surprisingly nice. I want this. It's mine. Hello?
Hello.
Mental mind.
Oh, just mental minds.
Or
Don't hurt me. Ugh. It's gonna blow!
Killing me.
Oh, that actually didn't kill you.
Right? I got C. As always. Uh-oh. Stinky. What? Y'all need help over there, B? Or just you, since he did one of the...
No, I was like popping in and out of it, sorry.
Goodness.
Ugh, the slow.
Yeah, this slow's really,
Slow.
disorienting him.
final round.
Let's love your song.
A mighty cabal. Challenge.
Easy. But thank you for all those portals, though.
Mm-hmm, that's what I was trying to do. My super won't be very useful in that
On the boss.
the next boss room. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Also, the dude doesn't know the memo that there's another boss.
We didn't get the memo. Poor guy.
Are they a kindergarten? I
Yeah.
can't tell.
I mean, even if you're level 1000, it's really hard to tell now. You can only tell by the weapons they have, if you're really looking.
Retreat.
I'm mostly going off of actions.
That too.
Ow.
That's what I
That
call
hurt.
a live fire cleanup. Must feel good to finish what you started.
Hey, we went flawless.
You won. Your treasure awaits.
Looks like some extra legendary present. I always hated her. But she made me laugh.
What she made.
What
Get
the?
ready for the biggest gunfight ever fought in
I
person.
died.
Yeah.
Crazy servitors down here.
Well, jump over there so you can revive me because you'll pull me.
Yep.
Pull me, please. Thank you.
Okay.
Alright, now where's the chesticle?
We have to beat the boss.
Round is here. Judgment.
Whoop! Ah, you can't dodge, son! You can't dodge that!
There's a Lova Bomb.
You can't dodge that, idiot. Okay, now pop your tincture.
And dead. I'm already ascendant, so.
Okay, I'm doing it now. Okay, it should be in the back.
A mental note never to piss you off.
No hostiles.
I see
on
nothing.
After you get the
Operate
chest,
ship into transmat
the
region.
timing has to start.
Hey,
There it is, right here.
looking for someone
Hey.
to watch my back one of these days. To bring some major heat to a gunfight. You for hire?
Oh, he was doing the same exact thing.
Yeah. There should be a chest here.
Yes, there is. Oh god.
Did you open the chest?
A beautiful and terrible thing. Truth acquired.
You got it?
Suicide.
Guardian down.
Done.
Did you get it?
Yes, I did.
Okay, cool. Put it on.
I have acquired truth.
Yay!
Weapon that can do 90-degree turns.
Yay! With grenades and horseshoes. Yay!
And now we leave to go to the Leviathan.
Tribute Hall. Knocking out 2 birds with 1 stone today.
Yes. So what do you suggest for the bad juju quest?
You want heavy damage, but also something that can like take out a lot of enemies.
Okay,
There would be a
so
lot of
truth.
enemies. I mean, yeah, but what are you gonna do to take out a whole bunch of enemies all at once?
I have breakneck with minor spec.
Okay, you should be fine then.
Also, I still have the Way of the Warrior, so I have the infinite punch.
Okay. Sick. Observation.
And recluse for the majors.
There you go.
Yeet.
There you go.
Yeah, so eventually we're gonna need to do Wish Ender, Izanagi's Burden, and Divinity.
We're getting Outbreak next week though, so
True, but that's on the docket.
yeah.
Right, just need to.
You can also pick up ammo and stuff here if you have those.
Yep, I'm just buying the heavy ammo tribute.
Okay.
218 legendary shards, 9,360. A
Nice.
paltry sum.
Sick.
And heavy ammo tribute. Done. All right, memory of Trark. Whatever that dog's name is.
Talala?
All right, I have 4 dogs. This is the 5th one. Shaboom! Pest control.
Pest control.
Okay, the Emperor requests your presence at his visage in the trophy hall. I found a peculiar use for Galran's former command, but they are, alas, not so resilient as you are, my champion. Come, let me tell you more.
Can you activate it?
Well, I have to go to the statue to talk.
Oh. Don't you
Pest
do-
control. Speaking through his
Hey,
robotic
Legacy.
double,
Thank you.
Callus tells you that Galran's so-called Crown of Sorrow had a very peculiar effect on the Leviathan. It briefly split the seams of reality, allowing access to an alternate plane of reality that Callus believes you're quite familiar with. Callus's men ventured in and found the frame of a cursed gun. Since then, the gun's incorporeal essence has tormented the Leviathan's upper decks and eluded Callus's grasp. Perhaps you'll have better luck than the Cabal. Aight.
Cool. Take us in, boss
Is
man.
this like the essence of bad juju?
Essentially.
Hmm. Interesting.
Cool, isn't it?
What do I do?
You activate the mission.
How?
What you mean?
There's no prompt. Wait. Oh, I have to. Why do I have to stand over here?
I don't know.
Right. Reality shudders. Spellbound.
That's it.
Oh, it's a bird head. Start adventure.
That's not.
Ah.
Here we go.
Phew.
Welcome. You're probably one of the coolest
I'm
spaces
back
in this
here
game.
again. Hunt for the rogue essence.
Sweet. Let's go. You first.
Is Tolan supposed to be talking to us?
He is.
I cannot hear a thing.
Neither could I.
No, the dialogue is up at 6. I don't know. Weird. Bad juju. Yes. It is a weapon from Destiny 1. And, what's the quote it has again? If you want your weapon to end all existence, so it shall.
Yeah, I completely forgot the quote, so, guess this game's mine there, bud.
Alright, this is not a timed thing, is it?
Nope.
Awesome. I think you had something on you.
A little bit.
Yep.
Thanks,
Here we
Sola.
go. Whew. Yep. Okay.
So the funny part
And
is,
that thing needs to go.
when I first did this,
Oh, that hurt.
I did it solo.
Whew. Hey, thanks for the help then, bud.
Yeah.
Ow, pain. Phew. Oh, they're still coming. I don't stop coming and I don't stop coming.
Yeah, we have to kill all of them in the ring to make progress.
Okay, well, I think I killed all of them.
Yep.
Just trying to get those, balls.
So I heard you like jumping puzzles. Jump down.
Oh, why you tell me that?
Jump down.
Should have brought a sword. Oh, this isn't hideous at all.
Or grotesque.
Okay.
Don't get pushed off.
Push off of what?
Well, luckily, I killed her before we could do anything.
He's behind us.
Oh, you teleported. Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
What a nerd.
Alright. What else is around here?
We jumped down here. Look at all
I
the
didn't even see down
enemies.
here. Ow. Alright, I'm gonna loop around to the left.
Okay. I'll just slowly take on this wizard real quick.
I helped.
Yeah. You don't have to kill everything. The door's open.
Good right.
It's fine.
Don't leave that to explode in my face.
I keep forgetting we can like shoot those.
Pain.
Oh yeah, shoot her.
Yep. That thing's gonna mess us up.
Healing rift.
Thank you. Yeah, I truthed it. So it's gone.
That's a good reason to do that.
We need to move.
Yeah. This is me.
Because both of them are shielded.
Yep. When in doubt, just get closer. Okay.
Don't worry, I punched the ball.
Trying to remember. This way?
Yeah, lead the way, Warlock man.
Yeah. So you see that like little crown thing? The little skull over there?
Yeah.
That's where we're headed.
Okay. By the way, a crown and the skull are not necessarily the same thing.
The crown of your head.
I could push. I'm still getting pushed.
Yes.
Watch the exploding things. Maybe I shouldn't follow you if you're
Yeah.
gonna keep making things explode.
Yes. I mean, you could shoot them, but like, you can just run by them. Here's the
And
worst
then they
part of
explode
this.
into my face because of the timing.
So you remember the dog encounter for Leviathan?
Yeah! Do we have to do that again?
Almost. So we have to kill all
Because
the.
I hear them.
Yeah. So we have to kill all the
Okay,
different
I'm going over here.
little things. And when you do, a shrieker comes. So we have to kill the shrieker each time.
Okay. Where's the shrieker?
It's up in the sky somewhere. Let's keep going.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go over to this taking blight.
Okay. I'll stick with you. That's safer.
Yeah, it safer in numbers.
Yeah, you know. Oh yeah. Look at
Oh, I
those,
can't see.
Oh yeah, Minotaurs. This was hard to do solo, by the way.
Yeah, I bet. Jesus, man. Got him.
Okay. Okay. We keep moving.
Nope.
They'll just keep coming. We have to keep moving.
Okay.
Also, if you jump on any of the ledges or whatever, that's when the shriekers spawn.
Okay, good thing I just stepped on it and not actually stayed on it.
Yep. Okay. Let's go to this one first.
They hurt.
They do. Getting additional modifiers on this, huh?
A thing spawned.
Yeah, it did.
Oh, he's a big boy.
It's hurt.
A lot, but not dead yet.
Nope, not dead yet.
There he is.
Xenophage OP. Okay, this is where we can leave now, I think. No, I lied. We have to kill everything. This is where we kill everything. I'm dead.
I understand that. You got stuck between two witches.
Sure did.
Don't worry, I got this.
I believe in you.
And you're live.
Oh, hey, all the shriekers are dead too.
How?
We never had to encounter them.
What?
Yeah,
I am confusion.
good.
What?
The ascendant plane is always confusion.
Sure.
Welcome to the final section.
That was fast.
Yeah, it's not long. It's just, you know, hard to do solo.
Understood.
Yeah, like when I got here the first time, I was like, oh, that's it? That's all I have to do?
Hey, there's Toland.
Hey, look.
Your desires.
Now we can hear him.
One good death
One good death deserves another. That's what it is. I am hurt.
Well, that's not what the original inscription was for Destiny 1. That's what I remember.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I just played the game. Ow.
Oh, they're fighting each other. Interesting.
Yeah, they are.
Woo!
I see you're having a good time over there, so I won't interrupt.
Hey! Oh yeah! I'm dancing with these boys.
I'll try to take some of the snipers off of you.
Oh, don't worry about it. I can always just truth them. Ooh, actually,
About to
I
say.
have an idea. Boom! Lots of damage. Ah, I had 3 bullets left in my recluse. That boy's a little bit tougher than most.
A little bit.
Ow, 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 ow.
Knight of Ribbon, by the way.
Woo.
Or
Yeah,
Knight of Ribbon.
I see that. As long as it's not the will of Crota.
Right.
I'm okay with any other types.
Yep.
Yeah, the Sword of Crota, the Heart of Crota. But it's the will. Oh, the will.
Yeah, the Will of Crota was really tough.
Omnivore. Ow, that hurts.
Scream!
I punched him.
Okay. Good punch. Okay.
Alright.
One more.
Feed the essence.
Yep, feed the essence. Now we kill all of them.
What, we haven't?
No. We have not.
Woo,
Oh,
that's a
enemies
lot of
out there.
boys. Look at them all.
Oh yeah.
Look at all those chickens.
Look at all them chickens, homie. Oh, that's some chickens. Feed.
Oh yeah, look at it. It's eating.
Oh yeah, it is.
All those lost souls.
And one more.
Easy.
Yeah, I'll let you have
say
this
that
one.
again.
Easy.
Oh! Oh yeah! Ha ha ha! Come on, bro. This is definitely a workout for laurel material farming, eh?
Yeah, it is. No kidding.
Yeah, I'm keeping the hidden mom with the truth. Truth hurts!
Sure does. Thank you for the host, bro. Oh, was pause for you? Hey,
Claim what has been lost.
claim it.
I'm going. Wait, do I just leave?
Yes.
Okay. A weapon to end all existence. How do we leave?
You have to like jump through.
Bear the essence back to this frame and bind it to there before it lost control of the title. Okay.
You have to like fully jump through. Like back up a bit and then
Well,
jump
I'm
through.
joining allies. Yeah, I tried jumping through, but it didn't do
Now
things.
claim your weapon. Oh, it's okay.
Aye.
Claim your weapon.
Bind essence. The bad juju.
Do it. Find the essence. Claim it as your own.
Hey, hey. Bad juju acquired.
2 birds with 1 stone. Look at that.
Mm-hmm. And we're only halfway through the session.
Sure is.
If you leave your weapon wants to end all existence, then so it will. See? I knew the thing.
Yeah, he just
Stray
got
of
bad juju.
kills revealed a magazine, increased damage for a short duration, and grants super energy based on strength of string of curses. Fires full auto.
Sure do.
This is the one like pulse rifle I actually enjoy.
Yeah, it's a really good pulse.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you can actually put in some decent damage. Now it also, when it requires you to do pulse rifle kills, you can just pull out bad juju.
Mm-hmm. All right. Now what else we got on the docket?
Oh, do you want to do any weapon testing in here while we're at it?
Nah.
Maybe.
Just want to acquire more stuff.
Alright, what would you like to start next, friend?
Izunagi's Burden. That one's been a thorn in my side for way too long.
That one's a little longer.
Well, I'll just like work on it a little bit.
Okay. What part are you on?
I need the butterfly lock.
Butterfly lock.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know, the fish hook, the hand, black armory, you know, the lock for the box.
Oh, you're gonna have to give me some time for that one. I'm looking at it. I see it, but it requires us to do
A
a
forge,
specific
right?
forge, but it's on a rotation, so we have to wait for the right one. Right now it's Bergerzia. You can't get the butterfly with the Bergerzia one,
Okay.
so we can't do lock and key right now.
All right. How about Wish Ender?
That requires us doing the dungeon. We need a 3rd person for that, and I don't feel like going through that again.
All right. Understood.
It's going pretty good. What else you got?
Well, I mean, Divinity.
Oh yeah, Divinity. We can't do Divinity. That's all. That's pretty much impossible right
What does it take for Xenophage?
now. That requires us to do Pit of Heresy,
All right, Anarchy,
and we have to do a raid for that.
Legend of Acrius.
Are you on a part of the quest for that?
I don't even know if I have it or not.
You
I
should.
don't think I do.
You absolutely should.
Rat King.
Do you have the quest for that still?
Nope.
You sure you don't already have Red King?
Yeah, yes, I am positive. I'm looking at the empty spot for
So
Rat
there's not
King
enough
right now.
space.
Well, that's because my primary is full.
Okay. Well, pull up your quest and let's see what you got.
All right. Exotic quests.
What have
I
you
have
got?
Lock and Key,
Oh,
Divine Fragment, and Wish Ender.
I don't think it'd be under exotic quest.
All right. What would it be under? You know, I'm just gonna go for all.
Yeah, let's see. So you got your little stuff there. Go to the next page. Not there. Go to the next page.
Mm-hmm.
Not there. Go to the next page.
Yep.
Not there. Okay.
That's the last page.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna have to do some research for those. Because I think there's like something you have to. Is there a blue quest you can do like on Titan or something?
Unsure.
Oh, you can complete the last one.
Yes, I can. Titan.
No,
right?
no. Go back to the lore stuff. You have one
Yes,
more
I
to come
can.
in. That
I
activates
know.
that activates the cutscene I was trying to see, so we can both watch it.
Oh, okay.
It was under lore.
There.
And then
So-
claim the final one.
Okay. Done.
There you go. Okay. Now let's go to the tower and talk to her. while I pull up the patch notes, which we have to talk about.
Yeah. And then we can figure out what we're trying to do.
Yes. We gotta go to the annex. There you go.
Ugh.
Okay, so earlier this week, well, mainly Thursday, Bungie does, the This Week at Bungie thing that they always do. And the last week they talked about, trials and rewards and all that. This week they talked about seasonal model and bounties and weapons and stuff like that. This is what I sent Neil. I sent Neil basically the brief, even though it's still kind of long. It's exactly what they're going to be doing for the next couple of seasons / year 4. So first, I put in all caps weapon to Stang. They did it nice. In year 4, we're going to build better interconnected narrative, and more importantly, that players be a part of that narrative no matter when they enter the current year. This means if you start playing in March 2021, you could go back and experience the Season 12 and Season 13 narrative content.
Okay.
Well, she was talking to me about something, I'm sorry.
Okay.
And Season 13 narrative content, we want our stories to feel more cohesive, flow with meaningful momentum season over season, and lead to an exciting climax each year. That said, for a narrative to have weight, there needs to not only be meaningful change, but also meaningful way to experience the history of the world. We'll take it in parts. I want this to be like the rest of the stream, so we'll take it in parts. What's your thoughts on that part? Since you had the time to read it.
Well, it's true that there are barely any stakes with this current season. Like, yes, the Almighty's coming, but it's an invisible threat that is a long ways off, and no one has really can give it much thought.
Right.
So the stakes were low in terms of actual like threat. And then last season, there were stakes, but the stakes were personal, which makes it a little bit heavier, but also smaller scale. We were trying to resurrect a dead friend.
Right.
Or a friend that we had never met before.
But we have.
It got weird with the time shenanigans.
Timey-wimey.
Yeah. And then for Shadowkeep, that was actually pretty interesting, but had a sharp fall off with everything else.
Yeah. Well, that's because Shadowkeep as a whole was great. The season was terrible.
Mm-hmm.
I have kept an eye on your
Agreed.
vanguard
So, on that note, let's listen to what she has to say, and then we'll continue on with the patch notes.
Yeah.
Her name was Henriette. She was our founder. And my mother. All along. One and the same. I can't believe I never knew. The last page was a letter. Written to me. To me. Her death was self-sacrifice to save me. I will not waste this second chance at life. But she is only one of 2 reasons I stand here today. You are the other. There are not enough gifts from the Black Armory to show my appreciation. But no, you are always welcome here.
Thank you. Your reputation grows. Your thoroughness in assisting the Black Armory has borne fruit. You have helped Ada One unlock secrets hidden away in her subconscious mind. Great job. That's it.
Great job.
Yay, you learned some more about an interesting character. I always thought she was really interesting. The whole Forge concept. I thought that was really cool.
Isn't she like a living forge?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's also one of the oldest Exo. She's the first X. Oh no, not the first.
No, she just has never been reset.
Yeah. I think she's
which is impressive.
she's one of the longest living ones then?
Potentially, yes. Banshee is the one that has had the most resets, but I'm not sure.
Well,
I think
199?
801 was actually created during the Dark Age.
I think so.
Yeah, I think if I'm remembering the lore correctly.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. What do we do now?
Now we talk about patch notes.
Okay. In that case, let's hunt for something else.
Well, I can't. I have to look at a different screen in order to read the whole stuff.
Ew.
So I can't
Okay.
do anything.
You want to be here, or do you want to
I
be
say
in
we go to
orbit?
our
Where do you want to be?
office.
Okay, office time.
So yeah, chat. Right now, we're going to be talking about what was discussed in the This Week in Bungie. For those now joining us, there will be no exciting gameplay, just hearing our wonderful voices. And if you want to miss out on this part, since you saw what you wanted to see, which was him getting bad juju and the truth, then oh my god, I just got
What
an
happened?
old-fashioned with True Sight, Drop Mag, Feeding Frenzy, and Kill Clip.
Holy crap.
With the stability masterwork, my dude.
Holy crap.
I don't know if my sight perks and my magazine perks are decent, but the last two, pretty sure that's a god roll if I've ever seen one.
I'm having so much lag, I can't even access the things. Oh god.
The old-fashioned. Okay, so I don't have good mag perks, but do I have hit mark? I don't have hit mark. Okay, so my other perks are bad, but feeding frenzy, kill clip, yeah, that's pretty OP. I will be keeping that. Thank you. So let me just do the thing.
My frame rate is dying, and I can't access people.
Oh no, that's not good.
Nope.
Huh.
I've been trying to talk to Ava Levante for the last, like, I don't know, minute or so.
Oh my. It looks fine on my screen.
The traveler will see us through this.
Well, I just died and then somehow accessed her, so I don't know what that says.
Oh, you completed class of reward.
Yeah, I can get Titan or Warlock.
I'm on 83% for that. For my
I'm
second
gonna honor
shell.
you and get the rival Warlock shell.
Yay!
How am I? Okay.
You know, I don't question this game anymore.
All right. Suddenly, I'm talking to the postmaster.
Nice. Look at that prime though.
So, patch notes.
Yeah, I'm trying to get to the office. Hold on. Okay. And that's it. Okay. Patch notes. We haven't preserved enough history for a player who comes in mid-year to have any concept of what came in the year's prior seasons. As a result, players can feel left behind in the year and unable to experience the stories or to acquire prior seasons' weapons and gear. The Forsaken Season Pass allowed its content to build up over the course of the year, and that's where we're heading in year 4. Basically, they're adopting the annual pass model. Activities will last the entire year. Well, before I read that section, what do you think?
We don't really know too many new people, but well, okay, we knew like a
Technically, we
couple
do.
new people. Yeah,
Ari's
but
one
they've
of them.
been around for a while and just kind of sort of picked it up now, which is
Yeah.
a weird time to get into it.
But you know.
I gotta admit. Given like the you know, heavy critique, I guess you can call it, that
I mean,
the game has been receiving.
Now's a better time as any, I guess.
I guess, I don't know. Yeah, it's just
See when it's
interesting.
bad and see when it spikes up again. Maybe.
Hmm.
Anywho, so what do you think about like they're going back to the Forsaken model for seasonal content?
I think it was you who said it, but that was like one of the best the years
Yeah,
that we actually had, or season, whatever.
yeah,
Well, that,
like
that was before seasons were a thing.
yeah. I believe I said it as Forsaken being the best expansion Destiny has ever had, and that's coming from
Yeah.
someone who's played all of Destiny One. And Taken King was the best, but Forsaken definitely topped that 100%. So if they're going back to that seasonal model, where like the annual pass and all that, and how like everything is woven in, I think it'll be great as long as we don't have another um, season that was similar to Joker's Wild, where it's focused on one thing. I need it to like be a majority of things, like how the
Yeah, we
Menagerie
needed to spread
was.
out.
Yeah, because Menagerie focused on a lot of things. It also introduced a new mode that was also very rewarding and very fun. Um, anyway, activities will last the entire year. Beginning in Season 12, specifically, the core parts of the activity experience will live on after the season has ended. For late players joining in future seasons, we want to give you the opportunity to jump straight into the heart of the older activity experiences without all the previous season specific requirements, which is nice. Um, we want to, I see that. We want to remove any competing and distracting elements with the new active season, which has its own ritual progression, but the actual activity experience stays. What you think?
Okay, so in layman's terms, they want to make it like doable,
Yes.
right? So I don't know. Uh,
They're basically giving people who missed out a chance to claim the stuff and still being able to do
I
those activities without working hard for it, essentially, like we all did during that
well, yeah,
season.
but that also kind of like deprecates like the experience for people that worked really hard at the things.
Well, I mean, they're trying to, because the main complaint right now, well, one of the main complaints is the fear of missing out. People don't like that. There's a lot of people in our group that don't like the fear of missing out. It makes them very anxious.
Anxiety is a thing among
Yeah.
people, I've been told.
Uh huh. So I don't know.
Um,
I can see both sides. Like I understand being a seasoned veteran player in title. Um, I can see where like it's more like it's a slap in the face sort of where it's like okay, why should they get it the easy way? We might as well just wait until the season is
heir
over to
apparent.
just exactly. But except on a more grander scale because it's all of the seasons reward where you can just play the activity that we had to do to get everything that we got where we had to do all these quests and missions and content and all that, you
Yeah,
know.
so it's like the difference between you getting your Whisper of Worm and me getting my Whisper of the Worm.
Yeah,
Where how
I had
long
to
did it
work
take you
hard
to get
for
yours?
it. So like for me, it took me a few days because one, I had to wrangle two people together, two other people, since it was almost impossible to solo. Um, and we were all level 400, and it was the secret thing that happened, and we all worked hard to like figure out the secret. And once we found out the secret, we went in, did the thing, found out it was time. There were no shortcuts or anything like that. So you remember where you go into the We Shall Drift part and you go down the little hole thing,
Mm-hmm.
and like you turn to the right and there's the little light thing right there.
Uh-huh.
So before people figured out what that was, that whole room was a puzzle. You have
Hmm.
to jump on on these small ledges along with walls. Finish that, unlock something. Or you like activate something along the walls, and then it activates the next part for you, and you go through. Hello, and then you go through, and of course we didn't know how to shave off any time by like taking the shortcuts. No one saw the shortcut until someone bravely like explored. But other than that, we have to go through the whole thing and then run along the thing, get to the rooms before the boss, which was probably the hardest part because it all depended on how much time you had left. And that compared to what I ran you through the first time before they fixed it, it's like it's even though I don't feel that way, in the eyes of a
Yeah,
quote unquote
it
veteran
took
player,
you
it's a slap
what,
in the
3
face.
days to get all that done?
One, to figure it out and figure out how to shave off time to where we can actually complete it, and two, to figure out the shortcut and the quickest way to go about things, the different techniques for the rooms, because you have to have an
Yeah.
actual individual strategy for each room, including the boss room.
Okay. And
Yeah.
then meanwhile, I roll up months later
Uh huh.
and do it in a single hour. Actually, no, we did it in 30
We
minutes.
did it in 30 minutes.
So yeah, that I don't know. Oh, thanks for the follow. Yeah, that like took us so little time,
Right.
and yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it's gonna deprecate all like the achievements people have done. That's why I don't like it as much.
Yeah,
Like,
but
there
see,
has to be like a middle ground.
Yeah, but see, on the other hand, though, I can understand the fear of missing out because a lot of people have lives and like they don't have the time to be playing every single day. They may not like the stuff in the season, but then, well, with the way things currently are, if you don't like what's going on in the season or whatever, and you don't want to play, you'll miss out, and then you'll miss out on the rewards. You'll miss out on the story content, and you don't get to play all the cool stuff that may happen at the end of the season. And you may not be
Mm.
the highest level, or the enough level to be able to start at a good point, a good starting point for the next season. It's all that stuff essentially, and I understand that because like as people get busier, people are gonna have less time to play games unless you're a streamer.
Yeah, it
And
depends what you're
yeah,
trying to do, honestly.
exactly.
You want to dedicate like 100+ hours to one game.
Exactly, and not everybody wants to do that because the example of like putting in a lot of hours for like League of Legends and Valorant so you can like get better and play at like a competitive level and then compete in ranked for that,
Hmm.
or you play a game that currently, as of right now, as of this recording, forces you to forces you
It's a
to
bounty generator.
do bounties to make seasonal progress and participate in the crappy public events and do the bunker stuff for not so great rewards, but you want to complete all the stuff because you want to be at least 1,000 so that way when the next season starts, you're not so far behind. Or you want to get all the rewards at the end of the seasonal pass, but you might be at like rank 50, so you got to grind the rest of the season with the short time you got left because you didn't want to participate earlier in the season or in the middle of the season. Like
Yeah.
it's really bad. So I understand that part, and they explain more about that with the whole bounty change and everything. But like, I can understand both sides. So I'm kind of on the fence, but I'm leaning more towards that. Like, it's not probably the smartest idea to make people like all the content creators and streamers like Dado, Glad, Rick Kakis, Astacross, and people like us who put in a lot of hours
Yeah. Uh,
and
yeah, I don't know. It's just like it's kind of a strange trade-off they got going on
yeah,
there.
it's
Where it's
kind of
like,
weird.
okay, do you want to, give all this like devotion to the people who just joined, or do you want to like focus on the people who've been here since before the beginning?
Yeah, it's kind of weird. And the example they
Yeah.
give is well for how the next season will work, how future seasons will work is well the example they give was with Season of Dawn. With our new approach, when Season of Dawn concludes, concluded, we would have left behind the Saving Saint 14 quest, the exotic quest to acquire Devil's Ruin and Bastion, and the Sundial activity. We would sunset the obelisk experience to reduce clutter in the quest log and to keep bounty quantity from inflating across the game, and deprecate the fractal line currency so it could be safely removed from the player's inventory. The obelisks were time intensive, and we do not want to overload a player's choices in engaging in the current seasonal ritual versus the past seasonal ritual. This is our current plan for year 4, but like everything else, these plans and exactly how current content persists will change and evolve as we work.
Yeah, but here's another thing. Some of the bounties yielded specific rewards that are no longer obtainable.
Right.
Example, Breach Light and some of those armor mods, like Powerful Friends, which is so highly coveted at the moment.
Right. See, and with that example specifically, if they were to keep the activity like the Saving Saint 14 quest, uh, the Bastion quest, the Devil's Ruin quest, and the Sundial itself, you could get those weapons then. You'd be able to get those weapons. I don't know about the mods, but you could definitely still get Breach Light and other weapons like that with that season with that model specifically.
Hmm.
So like I said, like I can see both sides. Where like, oh, I missed out on a really good sidearm that I didn't know was going to be amazing later. I can just go and do the sundial again and then get it. It's like a way to farm god rolls in a sense. Like
Hmm.
if you really think about it, it takes away it makes farming god rolls easier, which is kind of good and kind of bad. I don't know. It's really touchy right now. We'll have to see how they flesh it out later.
Yeah.
The closer we get to year 4, aka season 12 and beyond. Um, Next, they say Destiny 2 will still have moments woven into the overall universe narrative where we remove old content and allow for new content and stories to grow in its place. As we've said in the past, we cannot continue to grow the Destiny universe infinitely. There is a lot of reasons for this: technical, resourcing, as well as form and overarching universe design standpoint. Finding the balance of creating and maintaining content in our ongoing narrative is a necessary part of continuing to build on Destiny 2. What's your thoughts before we go into the next section?
I have only one question to them.
Yeah,
When are we transitioning into Destiny 3? Because they've stated before that the file size is getting a little bit too unwieldy.
yeah, and they pretty much went into a
So,
little bit more detail for that, like, and with what I just said. So,
yeah, and correct me if I'm wrong, but around now is the time that they release their final bit of DLC for Destiny 1.
see,
And like in parallel.
I think what they're gonna do is they're gonna do this next year. Like they're gonna do year 4, and then at the end of year 4, they're probably gonna announce Destiny 3.
Okay, because
Because
yeah, it's like it's a storage
yeah,
thing at this point.
at this point, yeah.
Yeah.
Because like I think like they've already started producing stuff for like year 4. Like they have the groundwork for year 4 already. So like year 4 is already like like moldable and like able to be set in stone. So I think that's already set. But I feel like at the end of year 4, that's when they're gonna start like working on Destiny 3,
Mm.
or at least like announcing it or whatever. So next section, probably yeah, Destiny 3. If anything, for consoles, it probably would be on the PS5 and like the Xbox One
Yeah, because those are going to be
S
updated
or
soon.
whatever. The huge black box thing.
Yeah, no,
Anyway,
it's going to be the Xbox One X.
yeah, the One X. That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
I don't know
Um.
what it's actually called.
Right. Rewards remain. With the seasonal activities persisting, a player will need a good reason to go play them. Okay. The reason is in the rewards, and we are planning on carrying a season's rewards forward throughout the year. In today's Destiny 2 history is expressed by the things you have collected. True. We want players to be part of that chase no matter when they enter the year, and to reduce the pressure to collect everything during a single season. In the short term, to acknowledge the step forward we are adding, in the step forward we are taking, we are adding some selected weapons from season 8, 9, 10, and 11 in an engram that will drop. Oh, wait, no. In season 8, 9, and 10 in an engram that will drop during season 11, aka next season. What's your thoughts on that?
Isn't that the Legacy Engram from Xur?
Um, well, currently we have something similar in Eververse.
Okay. Oh yeah, what's that thing called?
The Luminous Engram, or whatever. The Bright
Yeah,
Engram.
that thing. Yeah, like we've had that before.
Yeah,
So
but
this isn't
see,
new. But
it's
this is larger,
it's
which
bigger.
makes it weird because of the pool it's going to be drawing from.
Well,
So,
see, I think it's better because currently we only have that sort of in Eververse, and they'll talk about Eververse this week coming, but for Eververse, It's like past, ornaments and like sparrows and all that, and emotes and everything. But with this, I think it'll be good because people can get weapons they missed out on, specifically like examples of like breach light and other things like that. Because I think out of all the seasons that we've had so far for like this for this year, I think season 9 had the best weapons personally. Steel feather repeater, breach light, um, patron of lost causes or whatever, uh, and then you got another
Martyr's Retribution.
Martyr's Retribution, another rendition of the Jack King and Queen.
Yeah, the
Uh,
the
it was
Martyr's
good.
Retribution was fascinating because that was the first like wave
Grenade
of
launcher.
new like things we have.
Yeah, it was cool. So
Yeah, that was brand new.
so yeah, if anything, I think with those engrams, um, I think that'll be really good because there's also like some decent rolls you can get on the season 8 weapons. So I think it'll be good.
So yeah, a thought just occurred to me. So you know how when you're going up to like Banshee and you're like turning in a whole bunch of your like weapon components to get
Yeah.
like a random engram?
Uh huh.
That found is just too much RNG. That like I've been trying to like farm for like half done Ds for a very long time,
Yeah.
and I've only gotten like one that I'm kind of sort of okay with, another one that was slightly worse but still doable.
Mm,
So I wonder if it would be an interesting thing to like implement where you can have like type specific engrams.
I feel like that would be something like they would be adding for like Destiny 3.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
like
saying?
this is gonna be a pulse rifle engram, or this one's a helmet engram. Like it'll actually like specifically say it's that type of
Yeah.
engram.
I mean, they kind of did that back in Destiny 1, but I
Exactly.
understand what you're saying.
Yeah, like it's specifically this type of engram.
Yeah. It was like an armor engram or like a weapon engram.
Yeah.
Or an exotic weapon engram, exotic armor engram. Like it was specific. But yeah, I feel
Mm-hmm.
like if anything, they would be adding that in Destiny 3. But we'll talk about that a lot later. Um, and then so next they say that long term, we want to make sure that the rewards we release each season are available to players throughout the year. Continuing with our Season of Dawn example, the rewards that came out of Sundial will continue to drop from Sundial, like I said. How the drops will occur will change, as narratively, Osiris has left and we have removed the obelisk, but weapons and gear would still be present. This is the obvious solution, but it suffers from a design perspective in creating a narrow pursuit focus. Having the rewards in just one location oversimplifies the pursuit game, and it and has the same effect of limiting the ways you can play Destiny. Our focus is to broaden and provide multiple ways for you to earn past season's rewards. In addition to the rewards coming from the seasonal activity, we are thinking of having the seasonal rewards be available to earn in the core modes of play as well. Strikes, Crucible, Gambit, which is good. I love that. If you're getting tired of playing Sundial, for example, you'll have the opportunity to jump into Crucible or Strikes and pick up a couple of the Season of Dawn weapons we've handpicked. As the season rolls on, as seasons roll on, the rewards will continue to get added to these core activities, and as a player, you can tackle the pursuits at your own pace, in your preferred mode of play, and feel the world growing in terms of rewards. To summarize, we're going to move we're going to move towards seasons that can be experienced all year. The Destiny experience should grow each year after an expansion, which I agree. Have a meaningful, evolving world, yeah, and a bunch of reasons to play. Good. That's good for me. That's good for people like me that want a reason to play. And then each year we should take a step forward into a new expansion. Yes, 100%. And to close that part, we've done this better in the past, and we're going to mine from that. Good. Going forward to make our future seasons that much more compelling. There will be much work, much more year 4 talk in the coming months. Okay, before we go to the next section, what are your thoughts on that whole thing?
Bring back something like the Dreaming City.
Yes, please. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I still find new things in the Dreaming City.
The Dreaming City is fascinating. The lore
It.
the lore for that
Oh my
place is
god.
insane.
Yeah, but I think they addressed this to have something like a Forsaken level expansion is extremely difficult for them to pull off.
Well, that's why people are talking about how like there's probably gonna be a huge expansion in the fall.
Hopefully, but yeah, like that was the best expansion, like you
Oh,
said,
dude.
because of so many different reasons. One, the narrative for the actual like plot
Oh my god.
was fascinating. Not only in terms of like, the whole revenge arc, but in terms of what it actually meant outside of that revenge. Like what it actually implied for the world.
It was insane.
Then there was the fact that the player interactions with the raid impacted everything else. Like it summoned the curse upon the city.
See, like things
And
like
then there's
that.
all the things you can do with the curse itself.
Oh, bro.
Even the lore was a trap for a greater entity.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the lore that we slowly unlocked. The what was it called? Truth to Power. Yeah, that was a trap that we actually 100% fell for.
Yep.
The whole duel in Karu and the Savathun like thing.
Yep.
That was amazing.
So like it's things like that where like things the players do have like have a widespread impact on the game itself and on the world of the game itself. That's the stuff I love because then it makes you more a part of the world, right? Like okay, these guardians went into the Dreaming City, the heart of the Dreaming City, and we killed Riven. But then with that, it actually unleashed a curse on the Dreaming City. So then every other new guardian that strolls into the Dreaming City after completing the main story of Forsaken, they're like, oh my god, what are those black things in the sky?
Mm-hmm. It
That's
was
the result of
jarring
the curse.
when I saw it.
Yeah, because I believe like after I took you back to the Dreaming City and it was like the third week or whatever, you're like, what are
Yeah.
those things? And I'm
He
like,
was like,
see,
"What is
that's
happening?
it.
What happened?"
See, like it's that mystery and that excitement and wonder. It's like, okay, what happened? What is this, Ethan? What happened? Tell me what's going on.
Yeah, like,
It's
dude,
like
what
it
what
was
did I miss?
insane.
I was gone for a week. What did I miss?
Yeah, it was insane, and then I explained everything. And you were like,
I left
what?
for a week, and look what happened.
Yeah, like it was insane. It was absolutely insane.
Yeah, exactly. They kind of touched on that a little bit with the the darkness reaching out and claiming our ghost briefly, and then
Yeah.
disappearing like nothing happened. Which I find that actually that's a narrative point, which a lot of people complained about. That was like, oh, there's no explanation. That's the point.
Because
In my
they're trying to build a
my opinion,
story. That's the
no, no,
point.
no. Seriously, like, yeah, 1 second you're in the Black Garden talking to a doppelganger, like evil version of yourself. The next second you're seconding orbit. That is 100% canon to what actually happened. That is jarring, and it is what was supposed to happen.
Yeah, you were
So
forced out of the pyramid. The
yeah,
darkness can do
no,
whatever
like
it
you don't know
wants.
what happened. You don't know how you got back. You don't know why your ghost is fine again. Why no one talks about what happened in there? Like it didn't even happen apparently.
See, this is
Yeah,
why
that was the narrative.
see. This is why I
But
tell
they
people that
stopped
like
short.
exact.
They
Well,
didn't
yeah.
do any follow up.
Well, that was because like they're trying to build it up. Plus, like they have like little stories in there. Because like obviously, with the darkness coming, the darkness isn't like right there. We just saw one ship that was stuck on the moon, right? So they had to build it
Stuck is
up.
an interesting word.
But
Interesting use of word. Stuck. How do we know it's not just sitting there on purpose?
that's true. It could teleport out if they wanted to,
Yeah.
probably. Or it might be
We're not trapped in here with it. It's not trapped in here with us. We're trapped in here with it.
Yeah.
There we go.
So yeah, so yeah, like it's narrative points like that make me like really hyped for Destiny's story, because I've always been interested in the darkness, and we knew about the pyramid ships a long time ago, at the beginning of Destiny 2 actually. Because it was like even at the start of the game itself, at the start of the Red War, we get that little like intro sequence where it's all CG and everything, and like they show they show the Leviathan and everything, but they show the pyramids in the water.
Yep.
And then at the end of Destiny 2, when the Traveler awakens, it also awoke in the pyramids.
Yeah. And there's that whole bit where the darkness is the deep. And Zol kept on saying, "You shall drown in the deep." And the pyramid ships were in the water. So yeah, a whole bunch of things.
See, like
There's
now,
a lot of pieces out there in the world, but right now what they need to do is start, shuffling them together a little bit.
Yeah, see now I think that like with probably with season 11 and then like with season 12 and all of year 4, we're gonna start to see more of an
Yeah,
overarching presence of like okay, the pyramids are there. They're probably gonna be like in the skybox for some planets probably if anything, or like
potentially.
or whatever they do for like with the fall expansion or whatever. They might add a new place where like the pyramids are like actually there and they're like covering the sun or something. I feel like this next year is going to be heavily like darkness influenced.
Yeah, and then we can always try for one of those Anathanaeum worlds. You know, these cabal vaults of technology, and the Drifter is always wanting to get his hands on.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's another little thing. There's like, but then you have to also put into perspective the people who don't know the lore,
that is
and
true.
how do you motivate them?
That's true.
Yeah, sure, you can like dangle this bit about like some juicy lore about this one Iron Lord, but then they're like, "What's an Iron Lord?"
No,
Because they didn't play
who's
Destiny One.
Spellwinter? Who's Spellwinter? Why do I care about this shotgun? And then they look at the
It's
perks.
like,
Oh my
yeah,
god,
they
this
just look
shotgun's
at Lord
amazing.
Saladin, like, oh, it's just like Shriex's brother.
It's like no, but
Exactly. Like they don't know. So
anyway,
like, how do you motivate that?
that's true. But anyway, because I know we can talk about the lore for like ever, but like we got
Sure
more to
enough.
read on.
Yeah, it's like
Shifting
it's a whole
away,
motivation thing.
yeah, 100%. Shifting away from weekly fear of missing out. XP and seasonal rank gains are currently balanced around large contributions from weekly bounties. The intent here was to provide large amount of progress for a small amount of focused play every week. But weeklies fall down here because you lose out on big chunks of progress if you miss a week, and they are strained between too little progress for single character players like Neil and me, and too much repetitive work for triple character players like some of the bigger streamers. Um, well, the specifics are still under development. As early as season 12, we want to make this better by replacing weekly bounties with a mechanism that provides players with a set of non-expiring and account-scoped objectives each week that grants lots of season rank progress, more than the weeklies they replace. Um, that way, the return on effort is better, more consistent between players. What you think?
That's what actually what I was talking about earlier, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Like the gap
exactly.
between the hyper elite and the mundane.
Right.
You know, the people that get to play like a couple hours a week
Like our clan members,
versus the people that play the entire week.
like me and you.
Yeah,
Well, generally, like me and you.
generally.
I mean,
Yeah,
we don't play a whole lot now, but like there's reasons for that we've actually talked about on
exactly.
stream before.
Yeah, we've talked that subject to death,
Yeah,
honestly.
but yeah, like on a normal week, if there was stuff to do during that week on a normal week, we'd be playing all week, either doing strikes, Crucible, something. But
Or
then
all the above.
yeah, and then people like our clan members where they'll get on for that one cool thing, but then get off and go do something else, and not play
Hmm.
for the rest of the week. It's that example essentially. And I think replacing the weekly bounties with um, an account wide challenge thing that you can complete anytime during the week. I think that's great.
Yeah, like they were not as bounty heavy in Destiny 1. I don't know why they decided to go to the bounty system.
I don't know.
Like bounties existed in Destiny 1
Yeah, but they weren't
for a
mandatory.
fact,
They
but
were something you could
they
do to
were
like.
optional.
There was something you could do to get specific like exotics or whatever. Because I know like you have to do bounties for
Yeah.
like certain exotics. But other than
Yeah,
that,
Thorn, Bad Juju, Pocket Infinity, all those were bounties.
yeah.
Exotic bounties.
But yeah,
That was interesting.
other than that, there was no huge emphasis on bounties because
Yeah.
there was so much else to do. We actually had like these books of records to like complete at the end of
Yeah.
year 3. So
Oh,
there was that.
God, I remember that.
That
And then they
that
kind
was
of
a
just made
time.
that standard issue for the Triumph
Yeah,
stuff.
it was great. But okay, so continuing, optional XP optimization, not critical path, which I'm oh bro. Bounties have found their way into the critical path of some seasonal pursuits. becoming primary sources for seasonal progress. Starting in season 12, unfortunately not next season, but starting in season 12, we plan to steer away from this model in general. Bounties should focus on being an optional way to optimize for more or faster core progressions like XP or powerful
Exactly what we're
gear
talking about.
by way of challenges. Exactly that. I'm so glad, but I wish it was next season. But see, the unfortunate part is, I think season 11 is already like built set
It's
in
set in
stone.
stone. Yeah.
Well, of course, they can make like patch changes and everything, like alter some things, but like a lot of the beginning portions of the season is probably already set in
It's
stone.
like trying to use wind to buffet a rocket.
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
sure, it's gonna be like, buffeted like a certain degree, but depending on how strong the wind blows, it's not gonna make too much of a difference
Right.
overall.
Exactly. So I'm glad they actually I'm glad they're at least starting with season 12. That's great. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that a lot. When it comes to optimization, we recognize that there is a very blurry line between optional and mandatory, and there's no perfect balance that works for everyone. But we think the balance is tilted too far towards feeling like you need to do bounties to unlock seasonal content. So we're going to take this step tilting it back, which I'm so glad. I'm so glad because it really felt like at the start of every season, if you didn't have all these bounties saved up and completed, and you were turning them in on day one, you were going to be behind forever. Because all the famous streamers are doing that.
Save up.
They save up bounties at the end of the season. They complete them, don't turn them in, all the world bounties, and then you turn them in at the start of the season to get like specific stuff. It's
Meanwhile, I don't do that,
I don't do
and
that at
I'm
all
like,
either.
I don't care too much about like being max level
Yeah,
early on because that just doesn't really appeal to me.
right. And
And
plus,
then I
like,
get managed to get max level like halfway through the season. I'm like, okay, now I can do all the things people were talking about.
right. Yeah, it was like for that type of situation, it's more like being strong enough to be able to do like high level content early, so they can like be prepared for like stronger stuff later.
Hmm.
But anyway, event bounties. Our seasonal free events are also currently heavily utilizing bounties in their design. We have seen the feedback around Guardian Games, thank God, being the most recent source. Oh, there's a person here. Hi,
But
good money. Um, someone's joined us. Uh, we have seen the feedback around Guardian Games being the most recent source of frustration, with too much emphasis on completing bounties to participate in the event. Thank God. I'm glad they understand. We don't plan on making any changes to the current event as it's ending in a few weeks, but are already looking at plans to adjust the role bounties will play in future events. Thank goodness.
hmm
Thank goodness. Oh my gosh. That was my main gripe with this season, and I've talked about it extensively. Day one of this event, I went in on this so hard.
yeah,
It's a terrible design, but I'm not going to go into it.
but like I was saying on day one, this is essentially how they gather telemetry for all things Destiny related
Yeah,
in mass amounts. So
that
they
is
can
true.
hopefully use it for other things. Use the data to craft a better system, for example,
By the way, chat, we're
which
not
is
ending until we
what I
finish these past notes.
desperately hope
Yeah,
is
hopefully.
what they're doing.
Hopefully. Quality of life improvements. We don't like that every. Thank you for the bits. We don't like that every play session starts with a 10 to 15 minutes of loading up on bounties. We want to make it easier to grab bounties when you want to do them. To that end, we are looking at mechanisms like allowing bounties to be accessed directly from the destination map. These are a bit further out, think season 13, but are on our roadmap. Um, Before we continue on into the next big paragraph, or the final paragraph, final big paragraph, what are your thoughts on that part?
I don't know. I really don't know about that one, honestly.
Being able to grab bounties without having to go to the tower?
Well, yeah, I mean, it kind of doesn't thematically, I mean, it doesn't really make too much sense.
No, it doesn't.
So, like, okay, so we've been doing this system for how long? Like going to the like a tower and stuff and grabbing bounties and such.
For all of Destiny 2.
Exactly. So it's just like, why change the system now? I mean, sure, I can make mechanically, I can understand why, like ease of access. I mean,
Oh,
just like,
100%, yeah.
but it doesn't really make too much sense in the world.
It doesn't matter.
They suddenly decide that everything is gonna go paperless, or so to speak.
Yeah, essentially.
Hmm.
It's almost as if like, okay, yeah, that's cool. That's not really something huge, but
Yeah, it's
thanks, I
like
guess.
it's kind of like making the cursor in console faster.
Yeah, it's just like, thanks, I guess. That's cool.
Yeah, like
Cool, great,
you could have
thanks.
done other things, but okay, thanks.
Yeah,
This is nice, but
that's
why?
nice, but was that needed? No. Okay. Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, we also don't like it when a bounty you've nearly completed in the middle of the previous day's play session expires right in the middle of today's session.
Yeah, that.
While we still see exploration as a necessary mechanism to keep half-completed bounties from hanging on around forever, we're going to relax some of the exploration times in Season 11 to give more time to close out yesterday's 19 out of 20 grenade kills, which is a good thing. I'm so glad that they're doing that because
Hmm.
some stuff, you forget about or like,
Yep.
you just don't fully
Or it's just
complete.
really hard to do,
Yeah,
like grenade kills.
exactly. And speaking of grenade kills, great segue. In general, we're dialing in the time to complete bounty objectives to be more consistent. Unexpectedly time-consuming objectives sneak in from time to time, and we generally want objectives in upcoming seasons to be a bit less restrictive in terms of how you play. That sounds amazing for you.
Okay, so what does that actually mean?
That
Less restrictive in play. Does that
that
mean it's not specific to a subclass or
that probably
a
means it's not
weapon type?
specific to
Or...
like weapon and like abilities. It might be more like stuff you have to actually do inside whatever destination or activity that you got to do.
Hmm.
Like, oh, kill this many things or whatever, and not specifically like, oh, you have to use grenades or oh, you have to use pulse rifles, you have to use sidearms, you have to use auto rifles, you got to use hand cannons, stuff like that. That's what it sounds like, at least.
Do a handstand while standing on the tangled shore while wearing this cloak.
Basically,
That kind of thing.
technically,
As a warlock.
right as a warlock, it's like what? No, but
Yeah, exactly.
so yeah,
I was like,
to close
something I could
everything out.
recognize.
What?
Nothing.
Uh-huh. To close everything out, Season of the Worthy, which is the season we're currently in as of this recording, ends at the weekly reset of June 9th, 2020. We hope we were able to give you a better understanding of Guardian games, well, because they talked about how the reason why Titans are winning, and our plans for improving seasons and bounties in the future. Next week, we plan to talk about Eververse, feedback, and some changes we'll be making to the store in future seasons. And that is it. Um, Final thoughts for everything before we do our outros.
They're making moves. Definitely. A lot of them are long coming, but will it actually matter? Will the system they're going to be putting in be better, or will it just be more the same?
Or will they have more stuff that they're not telling us yet? Because of
Or
course
that,
you don't want to
and will
show
that
all your
stuff be
cards,
better?
right? Yeah, the overarching question that I always have for when they do stuff like this is, will it work, and will it actually mean something? Because when Shadowkeep came out, there was a lot of stuff that seemed really cool, really exciting, really amazing, and fundamentally like just it looked better,
The red keep.
but was it actually really good? Was the seasonal model did it work out? No, because they had to change the way Armor 2.0 worked, like this season, and because it sounded really good before Shadowkeep came out, when they were announcing it and building up hype, because Bungie's really good at building up hype. But then when it played out, it was really bad, and people didn't like how it works. They didn't like how
It was
you got to get
half baked.
different armor sets, and certain weapon types were attuned to different elemental types for your armor, which is good on a build craft points and theory crafting point, but for a lot of people that don't want to sit and grind the same set, over and over again, with the hopes of getting Void, Solar, and Arc, and when you're possibly getting 3 arcs and then 1 solar, it's like,
Yeah, the randomizer for that is not good. That's why I wanted, like, guaranteed rolls for things.
yeah. See,
I do like random morals. It leads to a lot of variety in this for stuff. But for some of the things that are really good, I want one specific set.
which is why I'm so glad they at least added that you can change the elemental affinity by depending on like how far
Expensive.
along
It's
like you are.
expensive if on those later tiers, like tier 8, that is really a really expensive change.
At tier 10, you have to have an ascendant shard.
Exactly.
But yeah, but like if you get an armor piece and you're just like, oh, I don't like the element, you can just change it because at level 1 it just requires an upgrade module.
Yeah. But then, like, at level 10, it's like upgrade module, enhancement cores,
Well,
enhancements
see,
prism, and
if
then, like,
it,
ascendant
well,
shard,
well,
and
see,
then
the
for
thing is,
upgrading a exotic armor piece, that requires 3 ascendant shards. And then when you're trying to change the affinity, it requires you to, I believe, have an
oh,
ascendant shard and then other stuff.
thank
I
you
can't
for the
remember.
raid legacy. We were just about to end. That's unfortunate. We're doing a talk
You were literally
about
just doing
patch
a talk
notes.
and then an outro,
Yeah, but
which
we'll be doing in a sec. But thank you very much. Thank you for all those that came over with Legacy. Legacy, I hope your stream did really well. I hope you had a lot of fun with your stream today as well. Um, anyway, yeah, I'm just really glad that they added the fact that you can change the elemental affinity. I understand, like, thank you for the follow. I understand that the cost is really high, but this is looking from a perspective of players that can get those materials and players that can get their armor pieces masterworked. Um, so yeah,
Is he
it's
still in the backyard?
it's just
Because the gate is open. Oh,
like
yeah,
I'll close.
yeah.
they're
It,
trying to put out fires.
essentially, yeah, like it's whatever they're doing, it's working. And from what they've said, it sounds like a lot of good stuff is going to be happening, a lot of good changes, but I'm still waiting to see like more and more detail and like actual patch notes. But
Well,
what I'm
here's
really
another thing to contemplate. As they're trying to fix what was broken, will we have content to, keep us happy while they're trying to put out fires?
see, and the thing is,
Will they be productive with that aspect
see,
while they're trying to wrangle something else?
with that, that's why I'm hoping where with season 11 and year 4 coming, with season 12 and all the other seasons, that like they do a really good job with the seasonal content and the rewards and the crazy quests that are coming and the exciting stuff coming with the darkness. Hopefully, it's exciting. There's a lot,
Hmm.
and yeah, I'll be doing that music. And there's a lot that I hope they do, and it's it's exciting to see what they're gonna do. It's exciting to see what they announce. But right now, it's just like this all looks great from a technical and an on paper only standpoint. But like some people have already said, Bungie's really good at doing a lot of talking. They're really good at talking. They're really good at hyping people up. They're really good at making them really good trailers and showing off
Now we
really
need to
cool
make
stuff.
sure they're actually good with the product.
Exactly, yeah. That like basically what it comes down to is, all right, you got to put that talking skills into really good walking
Yeah, we don't
skills.
want to be we don't want to be sold a half-used bottle of snake oil.
that looks really cool on the outside, and then you open it and it's half used. So, like, but yeah, that's the end of this talk in this session today.
Yep. Plugs.
Yes.
Outro.
So
Because we're behind schedule.
no, we're actually on schedule. It's just not 2 hours. Uh, so with that all being said, um, I guess Saturdays are also weapon hunting and talking about the This Week at Bungie for now.
I guess so. For now.
Yeah.
But yeah, remember, there's not just exotics that I'm hunting.
Oh yeah, it's different weapons and everything too. That's why I said
Mm-hmm.
weapon hunting. Um, so yeah, for those that came over with Legacy's raiding party, I am Oteno, also known as Soto Entertainment. Soto Entertainment is my YouTube channel. That's where I post all my streams and other videos, including my Final Fantasy VII Remake Let's Play that I did. They're an hour bits, except for the ending, which is a bit over 2 hours. Um, but yeah, my Twitter is at Soto Entertain M1. That's where I post when I'm going live. That's when I post where Neagle9 is going live, which is my partner streamer. Um,
Hello.
that's Neagle9. He's a really good Destiny 2 player. He's mainly a sword user. He has a lot of sword kills that he loves to flex, and
I got
and
2,000 on my.
yeah, and he
It's in
has the
this
skills
game.
to show it. He has every right to flex those sword skills.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we started from, for those that don't know, we started from PS4, and we moved on to PC when things got better
Well,
during that
technically,
time.
I started off in Xbox
Yeah, you started on
360,
Xbox.
then moved to Xbox One, and then moved to Xbox One again when we did Destiny 2, then transferred over to PS4 when everyone on my friends list decided, nope, no more Destiny.
Yeah,
So
then
then
you
I
came over
joined
to me,
you, did some times there, then
and then
when
we moved to
PC came out, and
PC.
then we did that. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's like short story.
yeah, that's our basic history.
Yeah.
So scheduling on Saturdays, we do weapon hunting with either the clan or just me and Neagle9. Because there are some weapons and exotics Neagle9 does not have.
Mm-hmm.
So I help him. I make an effort to help him go get them.
Yeah.
Speaking of next weekend, we're going to be doing the Outbreak Perfected quest with a friend of ours.
Yep.
So yeah, that'll be a lot of fun. That might take up the
Yeah.
whole time.
Yeah, that's probably gonna take up the whole time because
Yeah,
I'm been told that thing is really annoying.
right.
So.
So that kind of
Yeah.
gives me an idea of what I want to do for Thursday. But anyway,
Mhm.
I'll talk about that right now. Uh, so
Go.
So Saturdays normally it's that from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Um, on Sundays I don't do anything, but I believe Neagle9 does.
Yeah, so I've been doing a lot of solo gameplay stuff. Did Gears of War, did Bloodborne, no particular order. And I tried to do Final Fantasy VII. Hate the combat system, love the story. I can't do it on easy because it's too boring. So I guess I'm not doing Fantasy VII anymore. It's just, ugh. I hate that I have to abandon it, but I cannot stand the combat system in it. It's so bad in my brain. I know a lot of people enjoy it, but it's not for me. It really isn't. I even had other people suggest that it's not for me.
Yeah.
So yeah, what I'm gonna be doing instead is an oldie but goodie, something I got a kind of like, I don't know, gaming ethos through, and I'm going to be doing the entirety
We're
of the
doing
Mass
outros, by the
Effect
way, chat.
series. So yeah, I'm gonna be starting off with character creation in Mass Effect 1 and going through all of the DLC in all three games. And then I'm gonna be finishing off. So yeah, it's definitely an older game, so that means older graphics. For those of you who are unaware, I believe, what was it? Mass Effect came out in like 2003, 4. I can't remember exactly, but yeah, it's an old game. And even like the most recent one, Mass Effect 3, that came on like 2013, 2012, something
Mm,
around there. Yeah, a while ago. So yeah, I'm gonna be going through that tomorrow, actually.
yep. Should
Well,
be
see how
interesting.
long that series is gonna last me because I have done everything there is to do in that game on 360. Like
Mm-hmm.
I have perfected that series. I'm 1,000 out of 1,000 gamer score for all of that, DLC included. So I know that game like the back of my hand.
So
So
yeah,
it
it's
should be
gonna be
fun. I'm gonna
good.
be immediately starting at the hardest difficulty because that's easy for me now.
Yeah. So I will be posting when he goes live on Twitter. Um, all times are normally 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. So yeah, be on the lookout for that if you're interested
Yep.
in the Mass Effect series. On Monday, for those that have been keeping up with that, we are finishing our Halo One Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary
We'll see.
campaign. Um,
We'll see.
yeah,
I keep
and
warning you, man. I
yeah,
keep
no,
warning you. That penultimate mission
it's gonna be
it's a
long. I know.
doozy.
But yeah, we're gonna be we're okay. So I'll just say we're nearing the end of our Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary um, campaign playthrough. Um, we have done Reach. We've done Halo Reach. That's all uploaded on Neagle9's YouTube channel, which is Coyote Stash. Um, and we're finishing up Halo Combat Evolved. That'll be from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. on Monday. On Tuesday, we do Destiny 2 reset stuff. Next week is the final week for the the Guardian games. So we'll see what happens after that. Wednesday is D&D from 8 p.m. to midnight. I forgot to mention that Tuesday is 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Um,
All days except Wednesday are 6 till 8
yes,
Pacific Daylight Time.
yes. Just as
Wednesdays
a
are
blanket
from
statement.
8 until midnight,
Yeah,
or longer, depending on the session.
right.
But we do keep on mature filter for that day specifically,
Our friends are wild.
because yeah, it's kind of crazy. There was some pretty heavy topics broached in
Yeah,
this particular session.
possible trigger warnings as well for
Eh,
probably in the
eh,
next couple of sessions.
yeah, probably that's
Yeah,
good to have up there.
right.
Just
Anyway,
disclaimers.
so yeah, so for Thursday, I was thinking of doing maybe a mini stream slash recorded video of the This Week at Bungie and just talking about it and my thoughts.
Hmm.
Um, and I'll end essentially when I give my thoughts on the TWAB. So it will be a stream, but like also a recorded video.
Yeah, that's more like
So
a podcast.
yeah, so I'll have the This Week at Bungie on the screen. We'll be going over it, talking about it, discussing it. But you can join if you want to.
We'll
Uh,
see.
yeah, we'll see. But I will
Hmm.
definitely be talking about it. So feel free to come back if you want. If anything, it is just an information video. It will be going on YouTube, but it's still a stream. So if you want to come by, feel free. If you want to donate bits during that, feel free. You know, do all normal stream stuff. But just know that if you come through stream and ask questions, I will get to them when I finish certain parts. It is completely different. It will be completely different to my usual streams. I'm trying something new, trying to fill in the space.
Hmm.
So yeah, that will be. I have no specific defined time since the TWAB usually comes out around 3. So I'm gonna do it a little bit around when the TWAB comes out, and it'll take however long however long it'll take to get through it. So yeah, stay tuned on Twitter for that. Um, Fridays we do Halo multiplayer slash variety. Currently, we are doing Firefight until they add Forge mode, which we talked about on Friday. All the stuff that they're adding and the stuff that's coming, like Halo 2, Forge for Reach, Halo 3, and Halo 3 ODST. That's uploaded on YouTube now. Uh, the information portion of that, or well, the whole stream of that is uploaded on YouTube now. So check that out if you're interested in that. On PC specifically for Halo Combat Evolved. Well, Halo Master Chief Collection. Um, and then we're back here on Saturdays where we do collecting weapons and some talks sometimes. That being said, that is it. For me anyway, Oteno,
We have
Soto
YouTube's.
Entertainment, Soto Entertain M1. That's where you can find my stuff. But I believe you have a little bit more to say.
Hmm. I'm gonna keep it brief. We both have YouTube's. Mine is a Let's Play channel that has 10 to 14-minute bit segments. I have a couple of series on there. It's uploaded twice a day, as long as I remember to actually put the schedule up. And his is more of an archive channel, so it's long form, meaning hour-long segments. And yeah, mine is called Coyote Stash. His is called Soto Entertainment. I have a DeviantArt because I am a writer. I'm a storyteller of varying kinds. One of which is based on reality, our struggle through the Crucible, which has been archived in both of our channels. So yeah, it talks about how we became Shield Brothers, how we actually started struggling within the competitive playlist in Destiny 2, and finally how we're able to overcome that struggle. And it's ongoing. So yeah, it's gonna be having a few more iterations down the line.
Uh-huh.
I also have a science fiction fantasy series that I have been working on for a very long time. It has 4 chapters up with 2 supplementary stuff that actually encapsulates each of the duo chapters that I have for it. So yeah, it's canon, it is lore friendly, and I'm gonna make more of it soon. I was actually working on that today. So yeah, that's the super short version of my spiel,
Uh-huh.
and that's it for me for now. We've been going on a little bit too long, but
Yeah,
hey, we got a lot to say.
it's actually we've been going on for a long amount, for a normal amount. It just felt longer.
Seriously?
Yeah, I've been keeping
Eh,
track of time. We're good.
okay.
Um, with that being said, uh, chat, we are going to raid somebody. We're gonna be raiding somebody that doesn't have a lot of viewers right now. So show them the same love and support and help them all out. They are playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare. The dude's name is Doozy Doos. Uh, stay in chat if you want to. Why is it not working?
Because technical reasons. Anyway,
Yeah, technical
I'm
reasons.
rolling it here.
Okay, I'm gonna
Oh, that's all for me for
slash
now.
raid
Why?
man. Alright, I, I can't raise. I can't raid that channel apparently. Um, says I can't raid that channel. Yeah, it won't let me. Cannot raid this channel. Give me another name. And I'll pass on the love. Okay, stay in chat if you want to join the raid. Alright, chat. Love you all very much. And peace.